Last time, the party entered the oil refinery building to find signs of, more Mirelurks inside after fighting, I think it was 4 of them outside.
Yep.
And after searching around, the party found a medical center, a dining hall, and a rec room. Inside of specifically the rec room, George specifically found what appears to be an 11-year-old boy.
John, don't you pull that appears to be bullshit on me.
I meant his age.
You
can't 100% tell what his age is.
George just scans him.
I see. You're 57.
Oh, wait, it's checking your blood alcohol level. Wait, what?
And this 11-year-old boy's name is Sam, who was sent to collect Mirelurk eggs by his new quote-unquote friend.
Who are officially on George's shit list.
Oh, same with Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas marked, I think, 5 bullets specifically for them.
Mm-hmm. And after rescuing Sam, the party left Sam with the vertebrates and with Charles and the pilots.
I don't know why, but saying the vertebrates in that context for some reason makes it sound like a band. Anyway.
They went back to the main chamber where Sam said there were just a bunch of eggs. And once inside, they cleared out all the Mirelurks inside, which there were 8. And in the process, George took quite a bit of damage and lost his arm.
Well, he has it. It's just not attached.
Okay, let me rephrase. In the process, George's arm got ripped off. And that's where we left off.
You okay down there, buddy?
I'm fine. George would like to look around and specifically wants to see if he can salvage a claw from the Mirelurk that ripped his fucking arm off.
You blew it up.
Yeah.
I mean, a hand might have survived, maybe.
Alright, make a perception roll.
Alright. Natural 19.
19? Alright. After scanning around the entire room, which, again, you're in a big circular room with 2 oil tankers, and there are just eggs everywhere. There is Mirelurk splattered all on the walls, some on the ceiling and some on the oil trucks themselves, tucked into a little corner, like near the stairs. There is a pristine Mirelurk claw with little bits of robot on it.
Yeah, George is going to pick that up.
Alright. Now you have a Mirelurk claw. Anything else you would like to do?
George would like to kick the puddle that he assumes is the remains of that Mirelurk.
There's a puddle everywhere.
Yeah, just generally.
I'm sure some of the cells are there.
Yeah, technically I can kick anywhere and I'm being an idiot. Oh god, why?
Why you say? Why you say? I don't know.
Am I the one who called it fucking arm in my inventory? Or was that someone else?
I didn't do that.
I approve regardless, but I can't remember if I did it or if someone else did.
Man, your inventory is full.
I am aware. I'm making it look less insane right now, and then I'm gonna.
He also has that very special book still.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
What?
The Bandle Snook, or whatever it's currently called.
You mean the Buntley Clump?
Buntley Clump. Is it you who keeps changing it? Are we just
Shut up.
Are we just in a constant battle to see whose stupid name lasts longer? Oh, he doesn't need the Deathclaw gauntlets in here anymore, does he?
No.
Because they're equipped on you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's inventory space for the claw.
That claw.
Yeah, it is
I'm free space right now.
It is absolutely being called the call. The call. The Kale.
Do it.
Sure. No, it kept correcting to the Kale, so we're keeping it as that. It's the Kale, everybody. Oh God. Alright.
Oh, yes.
So are you getting rid of fucking arm?
No, he's keeping the fucking arm.
No, you have the same Mirelurk claw in two places.
Oh, do I? Oh, did you add?
No, the Kale and fucking arm.
No, the fucking arm is his arm.
Yeah.
Oh.
The fucking arm is George's severed arm.
Got it.
He is actively carrying it. Should I equip it as a weapon? Actually, I don't have a spot. Although I'm assuming if it came down to it, you would let me whack someone with the arm.
Bitch slap Vincent with a severed arm.
Oh my god.
Michael, this is your chance to play Fortescue in D&D.
Oh god. George just fucking weaponizes his arm. Never puts it back on.
Michael, you can become arm fall off boy.
Oh god. That's a thing, by the way. That's a legitimate... Is that a DC or a Marvel?
It might be Dark Horse. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Dark Horse.
Anyway.
No,
Yeah.
I think he's from one of the offshoot Avenger groups. I think he is Marvel.
Hmm.
Anyways.
So, now that you're in this big, what seems to
Fucking
be a garage, but it's taken over by Mirelurks at this point.
Hmm.
There are still two, industrial-sized garage doors so that the oil tankers can come in and out previously. There is some rot and some grime on them, along with some eggs and Mirelurk gunk.
Joy. Crab gunk.
Well, now's your chance to get that crab meat.
Does George have spaces? How much crab meat would allow one inventory space?
You don't have an inventory space.
I'm saying if he drops something.
So long as it only takes up one space, as much as you can hold.
Let's see. Actually, wait, should caps be taking up an inventory space? Is everyone else using an inventory space for caps, or have they been putting?
We are, but
We are.
gold and money and other RPGs never take up inventory. It's just kind of a separate slot.
May I make a proposition? Since we aren't using rock credits anymore, can we just replace rock credits with caps?
That's fine.
All right, so just put your cap count underneath your weapon count. Caps. But also just makes it easier to monitor your caps in general, because now it's got a special location. 592, is it? Yeah, 592. Alright, so yeah. George is just gonna... Do I need to roll perception again for George to go around hoovering up crab meat?
I would say more of...
Hey, John, can I jump down and get some eggs?
You most certainly can.
All right. I'm sure there's plenty of them.
I would say... For you, George... Partly in agility, I guess?
Well, I rolled it. I almost want to round this down because it's literally just another flat 19, and that doesn't feel right.
Well, that's fine. The only reason I say agility is because you gotta go around all the crab bits and all that.
Yeah. So flat 19.
That's fine. So you go around to the 8 Mirelurk, well, 7 Mirelurk, and with your one arm and with as quickly and cleanly as you can, you're able to carve out some Mirelurk meat. You do get a good amount. I'd say you get 32 Mirelurk meat.
32, you said?
Yep.
Nice.
I would like egg.
All right.
Well, preferably plural egg.
Due to how many there are, and they're just everywhere, it's really... Is there a specific number you want?
Would you allow 12?
Oh, easily.
Okay. Of crab egg.
Now, if you said like 200...
I'm a reasonable man.
Alright. So, you're both down in the little pit, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see what you came here to find. Both oil tankers are just sitting right there.
Oh, getting them out of here is going to be fun.
I feel like George is not going to be super helpful in that pursuit currently.
John, how big is the vertebrates probably have winches for, like, cargo and shit, right?
They do, but they need to be above it.
Yeah, we need to get the
but we could, like... Well, we can, like, hook it up to the trailer hitch on the end and then drag it out.
You can certainly try.
Okay. Oh god, I'm just imagining somehow we crit fail. And like one of the vertebrates just it's like caught on something, death spirals and explodes.
Like vertebrates do.
Yeah, if Fallout 4 is the reference we're using for these vertebrates, they should basically be made out of cardboard sadness. It's just like...
Now, if these were Fallout 3 vertebrates, oh boy,
no, they'd be flying tanks.
I feel like they tried to balance them in between games and failed miserably.
So they just broke them.
Yep. Like, it went from kind of difficult to what are these things even fucking made of anymore?
No, I feel like a more accurate summary would be, this is a challenge to, alright, I'll loot you in like 2 minutes, I'll just follow you for a bit.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, George has a satchel of crab meat, so he's satisfied. I'm going to say he's just going to start investigating the doors and trying to find a way to get those open.
I mean, if they're stuck, you got plenty of things to help that with.
Alright. Taking a quick look at the door, like a quick little scan over the seams and the corners, there is a handle that you could seemingly pull up and hopefully see if the doors would open. There's also on the right and left side of the doors a button that you would presumably push to open said doors. There is a thick layer of eggs, grime, and just mucus on the door itself.
Okay.
So you could probably force it open, but it would be difficult and more than a one-person job.
George will strong-arm it with his one existing arm.
If you would like to, go for it.
So I just realized that I've been using ninja incorrectly. It's sneak damage, it's sneak damage, not sneak. My sneak attack hits should be more effective.
God fucking damn it.
What?
No, just the fact that you are not doing enough sneak damage. It's like, how even?
So would you really like to strong arm it open?
No. He's gonna try and, like, scrape off some... You said there was a button?
There's a button, yeah.
George is gonna try and, like, scrape off some of the gunk to try and get the button to be accessible.
Alright. There's not much on the button. There's still, at this point, what remains of the Mirelurk that exploded. But it's high enough off the ground to where it wouldn't really be touched. So really just take a quick second to swipe away some of the what you assume is entrails. You press the button, nothing happens.
Good. Alright. Can George see anything? Actually, yeah, George is going to actively try to look for some kind of, like, power cable that connects to it. He's going to try and, like, trace it back to its source.
Okay. Make a perception roll.
Alright. That is an 8.
8. Alright. Following from where the button is, you do see a wire leading to the ground. You're following the wire down to the ground, and as soon as it hits the ground, you lose it in all of the eggs.
Did you just lose your egg satchel?
Oh no, he didn't have an egg satchel. He's saying, like, he lost the wire amongst the eggs. Like, he can't
trace the wire on the ground because it's just covered by a layer of Mirelurk mucus and just too many fucking eggs.
George is just gonna kind of stand around, looking at the gate, waiting for Lucas.
Alright. Lucas is gonna come on over. And can I see the wire?
You can see the wire, yeah.
Okay. I'm start pulling up the wire to follow where the fuck this thing goes.
Well, it's not a wire that you pull. It's one of the wire that's, like, securely, not nailed.
It's fastened down, though.
Yeah. The whole wire itself is fastened down periodically, so that even if it was, like, run over or something fell on top of it, it wouldn't break. So if you want to try to follow it, you can.
I'm going to need to roll perception, I assume.
Yep.
I found it. Natural 20.
Alright. Following the wire, where previously George was looking and it just vanished in a sea of Mirelurk eggs, you didn't get caught up looking for where it continued. You kind of looked for where it would end.
I was about to say, can I be like, I look at the wire where it starts, look at the floor. And I just kind of look at George and just walk over and point at the fucking thing on the other end.
You can,
George.
yeah.
It's right here, buddy.
George sneers at Lucas. I just had my fucking arm ripped off. Leave me alone.
You can't feel pain.
You hear from up above you on the catwalks, you hear Vlad shout down, "Do you guys want us down there?"
No, we're alright for now.
Okay. Well, if you need me, I'm, here.
Vlad,
Bored. What?
Vlad, you want something to do, yes?
Kind of.
Search the other rooms that we weren't in.
Oh.
Nancy can help you.
Nancy nods stupid.
We're gonna make use of her.
Alright.
Hello, friends. It is I,
Nancy.
Nancy.
Hello, friend Lucas. My name is Nancy. Nancy. I am
Nancy.
here to help.
Nancy.
Alright. So, Vlad trails out of the room. Nancy follows behind, along with Truffles, and they're seemingly off to go search the other rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm
Right.
waiting for screaming.
Don't worry, we'll hear the quack before anything else.
Don't fire until you can hear the quack of their rifles.
I mean, preferably I would like to fire before they fire.
Yeah, but once Vlad fires that, there's like a 75% chance he's going to shoot one of his own.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Nancy.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
So you've been sent on a magical journey to go help Vlad loot.
Yep.
Wait. Hold up. Rewind, what?
Well, to give you a small recap of what has happened, George and Lucas are now both in the pit after killing all the Mirelurks and everything. They're looking for a way to get the industrial garage doors open to get the oil tanks outside so the vertebrates can take them.
Mm-hmm.
Vlad was wondering what him and Nancy can do to help out, and Lucas told him to just go search the other rooms more, try and find more loot. And
We didn't know how long you'd be.
Sounds good. I like pirating. Also, I apologize for such a freaking long time.
It's okay.
Not for me.
My dog almost killed them.
What did your dog do?
Almost killed the poor people who are going to be taking care of her.
They're half an hour late.
Yep.
So I agree with the dog.
I mean...
They knew what they signed up for.
Truffles be like, you were late, bitch.
That's why you always include a, we are not responsible for death or dismemberment clause in everything you ever have someone sign. They'll think it's a joke.
But really...
The dog can shoot lasers out of its eyes.
She's almost there. That'll be the next phase of her evolution.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Oh.
My dice! No, baby.
Yeah.
Let me just roll you so I can not die.
Okay.
So, what would Lucas and George like to do? Because we found,
Well,
after trailing the wire and seeing where it ends, it's on the opposite side of the room, like below the entrance, like below where you walked in and under the catwalk. It's on that side of the room.
I'm going to say George is going to head over and see if he can't figure out how to get it working.
What is it connected to?
It is connected to a small generator.
Okay.
Yeah, George is going to try and get the generator running.
Okay. John, can I try and get up on top of one of the tankers and see if there's any fuel inside them?
Yeah.
Okay.
You may need a little bit. Oh no, they have ladders on them. You're good.
Okay. So I clamber up, I pop the cap.
All right. It's barren inside.
All right. Cool. Well, I tried.
Other than the 3 Myler queens, look it inside.
Oh, Jesus.
As soon as you open the cap, you hear from inside.
Oh, God, no.
No.
I wonder what that is. Better flash my flashlight.
No.
Is that just Lucas walking backwards out of the room?
With his hands up like, nope.
Yep. No. Okay. So,
George, get up to the fucking balcony. We're leaving.
I can take it.
Yeah, inside of the oil
I
tanker.
can take it. Ow.
Who does this now?
So,
Slick.
inside of the oil tanker itself, it looked like there used to be fuel in there, based on like the sides of it have just been burnt black. But right now, it's just nothing.
Both of them are?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and George, you would like to try and start the generator?
Yes. However, I will say before he does that, George is going to bring himself back to full.
Okay.
So he only has 2 star packs because he. Wait, what is in the medical box?
George, fucking goddamn it, take 2 stim packs from me. Jesus.
No, what is in the medical box?
George, I have 10.
The medical box itself is a full heal.
Honestly, he might as well use that because he's at 37.
Use it, but take 2 stims anyways.
Alright, fine. George takes 2 stims from Lucas before he walks over to the generator and uses the med pack.
Okay.
So he's at 100 health, even though he still technically does not have his arm, but that's fine.
There's no bleeding to stop, so you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's largely inconsequential.
He's like a really fancy bionicle.
Oh my god.
So,
That takes me back.
for you to try and start the generator, I'm going to need you to roll intelligence.
Okay.
I rolled a flat 15.
I rolled a flat 17. I think I've actually got intelligence. Hold on. Yeah, I got a +1 modifier. So 18 total.
All right. With both George and Lucas, both of you working together, you are able to figure out how the generator works and how to get it kick-started again. All it needed was just a good little, kind of a few rewirings here and there. You didn't really need to refuel anything. So it was more of wire work. And as soon as you connect the last wire to it, it jump starts to life. And the lights inside of the room you're in all turn on. So it seems this small generator is what powered this room.
Okay.
And you can better see immediately just how disgusting this place is.
Ah, good.
Nice. Beautiful.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to go over. I'm going to hit the button.
George will begin single-handedly pulling both containers.
As soon as you press the button, you do hear the metal door starting to move. Then it gets caught. It
Okay.
pulls up about an inch and then you just hear the wires creaking and the gear trying
I hit the button. The second I hear it start creaking, I hit the button to stop it again.
Okay. As soon as you hit the button, the door immediately stops. It's still about an inch off the ground, but it's stuck now.
Okay. Do you want me to roll perception, or can I just look up it and see where the thing goes and what's blocking it?
The eggs are blocking it.
Oh, it's just shit ton of eggs.
It's all of the stuff on the ground. The gunk, the grime, and the eggs. It's just piled on.
Yeah.
The only reason you can tell it moved, like it moved up an inch, is because looking at the top of it, it moved an inch.
Okay. Does this door open up, or does it open to the side?
It opens up.
Okay.
Like up into the ceiling.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Michael, how many tasty, delicious crab meat do you have?
Oh, quite a few.
Okay, would you like to actually put that number down?
He did.
No, you didn't.
Did I not? Oh, it was 32. I got so distracted writing tasty, delicious crab meat. I forgot to put down how much.
Alright. John, I guess I'm just going to start kicking eggs away from the bottom.
Alright. George, are you going to help with this endeavor?
I don't have anything. I wonder. John, can I roll investigation to see if there's any, like, shovels or tools inside this warehouse area?
Sure.
Cool. Ooh. Investigation uses intelligence, right?
Perception.
That also uses perception?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's just a flat 12.
Okay. Looking around the room, and now that there's light actually hitting everything, you see that behind the oil tankers, like the back of them, to the right of the little generator that you just started, there is a light on, like, below the catwalk, but still on the wall, almost to the ceiling. Directly under it is just a wall covered in gunk, goo, and grime. But sticking out of the corner, you can see what looks like a tool rack.
Okay. I'll go over to that and investigate it.
Alright. Getting closer to it. It is just caked.
Oh, joy.
Gooey grime, grit, and all other nastiness. But there are a few crowbars, hammers, and 2 shovels.
I'm grabbing the shovels. I'm going to grab the 2 shovels. I'm also going to grab a hammer, because a shovel's kind of...
Hammer!
I'm grabbing the second shovel in case George wants to try and use that. But he does only have one arm. So I'm grabbing him something that he can use with one arm.
Alright.
If he doesn't want to use the shovel.
So when you pick up the hammer and the shovels, the second you grip it, your hand is just... It's almost like you're holding slime.
Good.
You can't really get a good grip of it, but you're holding.
Good.
But you know if you swing too fast, or if you try to do something too labor-intensive, you could easily just slip.
Good. So happy.
So would you like to use the shovels to start clearing away?
I would.
Alright. And George, what about you?
I guess he's gonna try his best to shovel with one arm. He's not going to risk breaking anything. He's just going to kind of try.
All right.
The effort's there.
The second you put your hand on the handle of the shovel, full of slime.
You probably need You probably need some lubricant in those joints, anyways.
Yeah.
Huh?
So.
He just said yeah.
I thought John said what?
No. So, as Lucas and George are shoveling away, let's go to Vlad and Nancy. Considering they're both now looting.
We be looting.
You do know Lucas was in the medical center and George was in the rec room. No one really fully explored the mess hall.
Anything else?
There were only 4 rooms.
Okay, so that's the only place that's unexplored. Got it.
Pretty much. Yeah. You can try and go into another room and see if they missed something.
Alrighty. I'm gonna say at this point it's probably safe to split up, sort of, kind of, maybe.
If you
a
want,
little bit. Just so we cover everything. So Nancy's gonna turn to Vlad and be like, so, do you want to check the mess hall? And I'll just double check that room that George was in, because he probably got distracted by the kid. And, hey, you'll probably find more loot in the mess hall anyway, since no one's been there yet, right?
Vlad looks to the ground. For danger and death.
I mean, you can always just shout, and I'll just come running.
Or they'll kill me before I can shout.
If they haven't come out already, I'd be really surprised, considering all the noise we made. And if they really are...
crabs.
Have we come across smart crabs, Vlad?
Have we not?
No?
Exactly.
So, you want me to come with you? Are you too scared?
I'm not scared. And Vlad fully turns to Nancy and kind of puffs out his chest a little.
Nancy laughs.
More worried about you.
Bitch, I can handle myself. You check the mess hall. And she just starts walking over to the room George was in.
Alright.
She looks kind of upset that he said that.
Alright. As you're walking away, you do see Vlad turn around and start walking towards the mess hall, but he is muttering under his breath.
She's starting to feel bad, but figures she'll make it quick and then go check on him.
Okay. So, once you open the doors to the rec room, as George had seen earlier, there are lockers, specifically 10 lockers, lining like the right wall. There is a massive table in the middle that's with bunches of papers just littered across it. Most of them not legible anymore, either from just degradation or smudging or what have you. The left wall holds a kind of a fridge and what's left of some counters, and there is a smaller table with some folding chairs and a pack of cards on the table.
Okay. She's gonna check the fridge and the cabinets.
Okay.
Ever so cautiously.
Okay. opening the fridge, you are immediately beset by a horribly rancid smell.
Ugh.
And I am going to need you to make an endurance save.
Oh, Jesus. It's that bad, huh? That's a 13.
You know well enough that you don't want what's in there. So you slam the refrigerator door closed, back up a few feet. You do retch a little, and some vomit does actually come up, but you manage to compose yourself, and you don't want to open that again.
Note to self. Do not open abandoned
You Vlad
fridges.
being like, what's in there? And opens it.
Immediately gets poisoned.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. She's gonna shake it off. Wipe her mouth on her sleeve like a true man. And then, she's gonna go over to the cabinets.
All right.
Being even more cautious than before.
So, inside of the cabinet, some of the cabinets are caved in, broken in, and all around is destroyed. But the cabinets that are still available, you do see some sugar bombs, some, I forgot what they were called.
What are sugar balls?
Bombs.
Oh, bombs.
I think it was a cereal, wasn't it? I think so.
In the Fallout universe?
Yeah.
You guys would know better than me.
Well, seeing
I'll
as
take
those
your
two
word for
aren't
it, though.
talking,
Say again, what's she looking at?
sugar bombs.
Those are cereal.
That is cereal. Okay. I'm trying to remember what the Fallout detergent was.
A Braxo cleaner.
It is a Braxo. I knew it was a Brax something. I thought it was a Broxo.
It's either a Braxo or it's ABRAXO. Yeah.
A Braxo. Yeah. So there are some sugar bombs in there, which is the Fallout equivalent to what I would assume is like Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
I always thought they were like puffs.
Yeah.
Or pops. Corn
It
pops.
could go either way.
Yeah.
They're a nuke-themed cereal.
Pretty much. There's some
standard.
in there. And a few bars of candy.
Are they still good?
You don't know.
Is anything still good anymore?
From what you can tell, they look pretty good. You just need to open them.
Nancy's gonna open one.
Okay.
Ever so cautiously.
Alright. So you pick up the candy bar and slightly tear it open just to see if there's anything dangerous inside. And by dangerous, I mean like maggots. From what you can tell, it's a perfectly good candy bar.
She's gonna take that candy.
There are 3 candy bars.
She's gonna take them.
Alright.
I will add that to my inventory. Give me 1 second. I guess, is there anything else that she could be missing or might want to check out?
George, did you check out the lockers? Or don't talk, that's cool too.
Sorry, I had muted myself. No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, so those are available.
I will check them lockers.
Alright. So there are 3 already open, and the other 7 are still closed. The 3 that are open are completely empty, seemingly raided by Sam. The other 7 are all locked.
I'm
If you
sorry,
have
you kind of
bobby
cut out a little bit. Did you, what did you say the first one was?
all three that are open are completely empty. Presumably taken by Sam. The other 7 are locked.
Let me check my inventory to see if I have anything that could possibly pick it.
Bobby pins, specifically.
Yes, I would love to use them bobby pins.
Alright.
Do I have to roll anything?
Yes.
Be agility.
Yeah. You have
Agility?
to roll agility.
Good thing I am +3 agility. Oh no! Come back, D20. 18 + 3.
Because I'm skeptical. Yes, you do actually have... Oh, wow, you have a 7 in agility. Okay, then.
So,
Did you not trust me, boy?
Well, Hold on. My reasoning for being skeptical was...
He's an asshole.
No, because you've done this too. Where you would look at the number on the left and be like, oh, that's my bonus.
I haven't done that in a while.
Yes, because you've been playing for a while.
So, the first locker you managed to pick open with no real problem at all.
Yay!
Immediate 2 XP.
Immediate 2 XP?
Oh yeah, you get XP for picking locks and hacking terminals.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. And, should I take away a bobby pin?
No, it didn't use one. You didn't break it.
Yep, you only use it if you break it.
Gotcha.
So, inside of the locker you just opened is 30 caps.
Nice.
A really burnt and just not really salvageable photo of a woman. And a pretty untouched pair of like handyman clothes.
Handyman clothes?
Like
a mechanic jumpsuit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
A denim onesie.
That sounds awesome. She's gonna take the caps.
Okay. So that's 30 caps.
And she's gonna inspect that photo a little bit more closely, just out of curiosity.
Alright. The photo itself seems charred and burned in like the corners, and it's bleeding over into the middle. But you can clearly make out a pre-war photo of a seemingly like 31, 32-ish blonde woman. And she seems to be hugging someone, but it's burnt off through just the photo itself being so far gone. But this is a remnant of whoever's locker this was.
Just because Nancy has this new thing for taking other people's photos, can she take the photo?
Yeah.
No, it's forbidden.
What should I put that down as in my inventory?
I would say put it under your weapons as just a photo. Until you start getting more of them, or if it's framed, it won't go in your inventory.
So don't actually put it in your weapons menu. Just put it in your like in that little space beneath it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the photo really
also,
wouldn't take up much space.
Caps no longer take up inventory spot. Put them in that same general area.
Nope.
Oh, they're not supposed to be in inventory?
Yep.
No, not anymore.
Oh.
Because we realized it was kind of odd that the caps were taking up an inventory spot.
Alright. And, should she take the handyman clothes? Or actually, you know what? She's gonna look through the handyman clothes, through the pockets, see if there's any extra caps or anything.
Okay. You find a sparkly unicorn dildo.
Burn it.
Inside the pockets, there are only 2 pockets on them. The first one you go into, there's nothing in it. The second one you go into, you find 23 pre-war money.
Ooh.
Could that go for anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Not with just anyone, though. Generally, stuff like that, you'll need to find like an individual specifically interested in pre-war memorabilia.
Hey, Hannah! Hannah, you got interest in 23 pre-war money?
If we're using actual Fallout like currency values, pre-war money is typically worth 10 caps.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm taking that.
But Matt is somewhat correct where you could probably sell it for more if you found someone who was actively looking for it.
Or someone could specifically like only barter with pre-war money.
That's possible.
Gotcha.
So, you got 6 more lockers.
6?
Yeah.
Do I have time to go through all of them? I mean, I'm down for that. I just don't know if y'all are okay with that.
I'm fine.
Do your thing.
Yeah, they're just shoveling away muck and gunk.
Alright.
You don't know what the hell Vlad's doing.
Jesus. I think after my 3rd locker, I'm gonna go check up on him, just make sure he's okay, and then if I have time, go back.
Alright. Another agility roll.
Here we go. 11 plus 3 is 14. I can math.
Alright. That's another plus 2 XP.
Hallelujah.
So, inside of this locker, there is another handyman jumpsuit. There seems to be a calendar of the erotic persuasion on the locker door itself. It's very badly burnt and torn, but you can still know what it is. Aside from that, there's nothing in there.
Alright, Nancy's just gonna take that calendar and, just rip it up and throw it away.
I thought you actually were gonna take it.
Nah. Ain't about that life.
Would you like to go for another locker?
Yes, please.
Alright, another agility roll.
That is a 9 plus 3 is 12.
Still making these. Plus 2 XP.
Yes. Plus 2.
Alright.
I'll action, my people.
Inside of this locker, you find there is a jumpsuit there, but it seems to be bulging out a little more than the others. Aside from that, there's nothing else in there.
Then take that jumpsuit and just kind of search through the pockets. Oh, I forgot to do that with the last one, too.
Still open.
Gonna search through both the jumpsuits.
Alright.
Not simultaneously, but you know what I mean.
Twice the efficiency.
The of the previous locker has 5 pre-war money.
I'm gonna take it.
5 pre-war muns.
Yep.
Also, I'll be right back. Carry on without me.
Alright.
That's 28 pre-war ones.
This jumpsuit, you search through the pockets and there's nothing in there, but as soon as you pick up the handyman's outfit itself, there is a brown paper bag stuffed behind it.
Raspberry
on.
tart.
She's gonna take her machete, just poke that shit lightly.
Alright. You give the bag a light poke. Nothing happens.
Gonna slowly maneuver it out of the locker with the machete.
Okay. You bring the paper bag slowly but surely closer to you.
She's gonna take her, what is it there? The scarf wrap, put it over her face, because she's paranoid now. And,
Rightfully so.
take a deep breath, and then open the bag very carefully with the machete.
Okay.
How does one carefully open something with a machete?
Slowly. Very, very slowly.
Once you open the bag, you see 6, I don't think you would know about them. You see 6 very large, but very tiny and thin syringes. They don't look like stim packs, but they are syringes.
Ooh.
What color is the contents of these syringes?
Inside of these syringes, I think it's kind of a yellowish color.
Nancy's gonna take... How many are there?
6.
Yeah, she's gonna take like 2 for now. Just because she doesn't know what they are, but they could be useful.
I
But
bet
if they're
Lucas
not, she
would
can just...
absolutely know what it is.
No, he would.
Mm.
Alright. So,
So,
in your inventory, put 3 yellow syringes.
how do you spell syringe?
SYRING.
That was surprisingly easy. Thank you. Did not think it'd be that easy to spell. Okay. Nothing else in that locker?
Nope. Just that brown paper
Alright.
bag.
Beans. Just gonna slowly move that out of my way with a machete. And Nancy's gonna check the next... Oh, wait. Should I check on Vlad?
If you would like.
Yeah, just one more.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Vlad's been like super quiet out of fear because there's a Mirelurk queen like peering in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Just one more locker. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Alright, Vlad, let's... Oh. Oh, no.
Ah, shit. Ooh, nat 20.
Alright. Once again, plus 2 XP.
Woo! I am now at 50 XP, guys. What? Your girl's got the 50 XP going on.
Nancy has spent 7 hours picking locks. Nancy has become more adept at using a shotgun. What?
Michael,
It all makes sense, I promise.
just so you know, Nancy picked up 3 yellow syringes.
Yay.
She doesn't know what they are, but she has them.
Hmm.
I don't know if you even know what they are. But I don't know if you do.
George does, but I don't. Huh.
I'll put it to you this way.
Hmm.
It's a very thin but very big needle with yellow liquid inside. Sometimes that liquid could be blue or purple.
I am unsure.
Alright. Next locker. You You're able to pick the lock open once again. This time, the door almost flies open, as if it was just being pushed from the other side. And out fall 10 bottles of Nuka-Cola.
Oh, shit.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's good. Well,
Should I take
they're
them?
full.
Are they full?
Your inventory is.
Fuck.
Is it?
No. I have another
You got
space.
one space. Alright, you get 10 Nuka-Cola.
Sweet.
Alright, now that my inventory is full, I'm gonna go...
George and Nancy can have a cookout.
Is that all that's in the locker?
There is a jumpsuit behind it, but it seems the primary contents of this locker were the Nuka-Cola.
Just gonna check that suit for money.
Okay. 3 pre-war money.
3 pre-war?
Yep.
31 pre-war money, guys. Woo-hoo.
And
Rolling in
there's
it.
still 4 lockers left.
Alright, well my inventory is full, so I'm gonna go grab Vlad.
Alright. George and Lucas.
Aye.
Through this time, and through quite a bit of effort, you have managed to chip away, dig away, shovel away, all, well, say all, but
Enough.
enough of the grime, grit, and eggs. So, you can clearly see where the door ends now, and you can see light coming in from the outside.
Okay. I'm gonna take one more peek up at the top to see if anything's like blocking it at the top.
Okay. Perception check.
Okay. Natural 19.
Looking up, it seems the wheels, cogs, and belt itself, they're kind of worn, but aside from that, nothing's blocking them. They seem fine.
Alright. I'm gonna hit the button.
Alright. As soon as you hit the button, the garage door itself starts lifting back up, and this time it makes it all the way up. You
Alright.
now have a full wall outside.
What was that last sentence? There's a wall outside?
Well, you now have a full open area to go outside.
Okay. So yeah. I'm gonna kind of head back over towards the balcony area and call over to Nancy and Vlad, like call up to them. Just say, hey, we got the thing open.
I'm gonna say George, at basically the same time, walks out the bay doors, looks toward the vertibirds, and calls out, hey, we're gonna need some help moving these tankers outside.
Michael, we're on the opposite side from them.
Hold on, he has more of a walk. All I said was he goes out to call to the vertibirds.
Alright. So, after a quick little jog around the building, you call out. You see, from your perspective, all 5 of them are huddled around, and Sam is also in the huddle. As soon as you call over to them, some of them look very upset, and some of them look very happy.
George is gonna call out, Charles, I better get my cut.
I didn't win!
I still expect the bet money.
So, all of the vertibird pilots hop into their vertibirds. Charles and Sam don't get in, they just walk over. But the vertibirds themselves do hover around the area. They land on the side with the open garage doors.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got to get those things out of there.
Well, he partially called them over to help move them out.
Well, yeah. But
Don't vertebrates have wheels?
they do.
No, he means like help push.
So they have landed the vertebrates by the garage doors. If you want them to get out or stay in, you got to go over and tell them the plan. They just came over.
Yeah, George begins walking over. I will say he is actively spinning around his severed arm with his other arm.
Okay.
Just sort of playing with it. He's got it. No, even better. He has it slung over his shoulder.
As the vertebrate pilot that you're walking to looks at you, he looks over at Charles, goes to open his mouth, and from behind you hear, "No, that's not a partial win."
Dismemberment doesn't count, especially not in my case.
I walk into the doorway and I look at Charles.
Say something, Mike?
Who did you bet on?
He bet against us.
Fuck you. Dry.
It took me a second.
Yeah, no, he just shrugs.
Hey, babe.
Alright, so what would you like to say?
George looks at the pilots. Well, we're gonna need to get those things outside of the garage. So if you'd like to help with that, I'd appreciate it.
There's no would you like. You're helping us. These things are fucking heavy.
And I'm short an appendage, so...
The vertebrate pilot looks to George, looks to Lucas, looks back to George, and as he's opening the door to the vertebrate, you hear a mumble, "I was gonna say I don't want to help."
Do I need to roll perception to hear that?
If you would like, yes.
Okay.
I guess George will also roll perception.
You're standing in front of him, you hear it.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say, because George...
I got a natural 18.
George ain't taking no sass.
I call him. As he's getting in, I walk over to him and I just whisper, like real close to him, "Hey, how about we don't throw you under the bus to Timothy or James, and you fucking help us get the Archwing off the ground."
I'm going to say is, I will roll, because this is such a, like, bizarre... I will ask you, do you want me to roll to have George point his arm at him, but somehow have the fingers of the arm actively close as he does it? Can I roll luck or something?
You know what? Since we haven't had any, yeah, roll luck.
George is gonna roll luck. Oh, please. Please be kind to me, dice. That is a natural 19.
Alright.
So George points his severed arm at the vertebrate pilot, and as he does so, it actively points at him. Then he turns the arm back toward himself, and it does the, like, "I'm watching you" pose. And then he points it back, and it's pointing at him again.
Oh my lord.
Alright.
And then he just slings it over his shoulder and walks back toward the crowd.
The vertebrate pilot just shrugged and walked over to the oil tank. At this point,
Inside, he's impressed.
All four of them have gathered.
Alright. We start pushing the one we're all behind. I don't think it really matters which one.
No, probably not.
Okay. John, is it safe to assume that myself and George cleared away shit around the wheels?
Well, with the 8 of you there, it wouldn't even be a problem if there was. It would just take a quick second or two.
Okay.
So.
So where's Sam in all this?
He's helping. He's doing his best.
Is he not bothered? Is he not bothered by the fact that George's arm came off?
Not really, no.
I guess. All right, fair. I guess George doesn't seem terribly upset. So.
Are Nancy and Vlad still in the building?
Yep.
I thought Lucas called out to them.
He did.
No.
Nancy heard it.
Oh dear. I don't like that.
If Nancy comes out without Vlad, George is gonna march in there with his slapping hand ready.
Nancy's gonna run.
Oh, not for Nancy.
I didn't do it!
He's gonna find Vlad. Oi, what are you doing? I was just out! You just hit me with your own hand?
Oh.
Alright. So, Nancy, you said you were going to check on Vlad?
Yes.
Alright. As you walk out of the rec room that you were in, you do hear Lucas calling for you and Vlad. So, if you would like to go towards Lucas, you can.
She's gonna go sort of towards Lucas and just kind of shout, "Be right there, I gotta grab Vlad."
Okay.
And then head back and go and find Vlad.
Alright. So you walk into the mess hall, and inside it doesn't really look like it was looted much.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really look like it was ransacked much or even looked through at all.
Oh no.
You see Vlad standing in the center of the room, and directly in front of him you see a very... Oh, what's the word to describe this? Robust robot standing in front of him. It has 2 legs, a very big body, a yellow dome on top, and his arms are outstretched.
Nancy, figure out what it's saying.
What? Nancy's not sure if she should even approach.
Well, Vlad's likely to piss it off, so you want to diffuse that situation.
As soon as you open the door, you hear Vlad shouting at this robot.
Oh no.
No, I'm not a threat.
Nancy's gonna just kind of lightly jog over with the brightest smile she can put on. Alright. Roll for charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bleep. Oh, I'm so proud of my dice. Nat 20, people.
Oh, yes. You still have to decide what you're saying, though.
Let me get you a picture of what this thing is.
Ooh, I'm excited.
They're not the most impressive robot. For clarity, I will tell you now, this is probably the second least dangerous robot in Fallout. They're also probably the dumbest. I would say.
Aww, I want to give it a hug.
Well, they're programmed, like, all of them are basically programmed to do one thing, and there are various different versions of them, but they're all only capable of performing that one task, and that's it.
Okay. Does Nancy know this?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I'm just
Never
giving this
seen
to
this
you as
thing
player
before.
knowledge.
Okay. Nancy's
I'm
just
also-
gonna...
What?
No, I was just going to say, I'm also assuming this is probably a unique one that's been, like, messed with, because I've never seen a cafeteria worker one.
Guess we'll find out.
Mm.
All right. So what do you say to it?
Now, gentlemen, or gentle person. Hello? There are no threats. We have diffused all the threats. My name's Nancy. You look like a very interesting specimen. What's your name?
As soon as you approach, Vlad turns to you with a look of horror. From the robot, you hear, "Threat detected. Moving to engage."
There are no threats. I come in peace. She puts up her hands and gets underneath. See? I surrender. Threat is surrendering.
I need you to roll agility if you would like to
Ah,
dodge.
Jeebus.
Was that loud enough for us to hear it, John?
Nope.
Probably not.
Not you guys.
Okay.
16
we're
plus
about
a
to hear it.
3 is a 19.
Well, it depends on what it's using.
19?
Mhm.
Okay. You see it has both of its hand claws open. It swipes at where your wrists were, but you dodge out of its way quick enough. And with a quick glance towards Vlad, you see he's handcuffed.
Oh,
Huh.
okay. So it's not attacking you.
It just wants to handcuff all people. That's kind of adorable, but at the same time, not really. So after dodging, Nancy's just gonna get up and say, handcuffs aren't necessary.
All right.
It's
It looks towards you,
Uh,
and you hear, "Unknown entity. Threat detected. Moving to engage."
where is it? She looks around, not thinking it's her. And then she turns to the robot. Don't worry, I'll protect you from the threat.
Roll agility if you want to dodge.
Oh, Jesus.
Please just keep dodging it.
It's a 17 plus 3. So that's a 20.
It goes to swipe at you, and once again, you're almost playing it at this point. You hold your hands up for it to almost cuff you, then you pull away and dodge away.
Now that's not very nice.
The robot turns to you again. Its head flashes red for a moment, and it says again, "Unknown entity. Bleh. Unknown entity. Threat detected. Moving to engage."
What are you protecting?
You roll agility to dodge again.
No.
All right.
Nancy kind of holds out her hands like, just go for it already.
All right. The robot clamps its hands down on you, on your wrists, and
Ow.
it detaches its hands and puts its arm kind of behind its back, and it pulls out 2 more hands. And around your wrists are latched both of its hand claws, and they're attached together. So your hands are like bound wrist to wrist. just like Vlad's ours.
Having realized this, and kind of letting this happen, she looks up at the robot. So, take it you're not like George.
That should have been very clear.
In the fact that, like, he doesn't think like George.
He doesn't think at all.
Nancy allows this to happen, and then asks, so what is your mission?
The robot looks between both you and Vlad and says, "Threat detained." And
That's
it just
right.
stands there.
Okay. Nancy's gonna
Oh my
turn to
god.
Vlad. Hey, I have a feeling we could just walk out of here.
Vlad looks towards Nancy. He didn't let me leave.
Is Truffles with me?
Truffles is there, yeah.
It also does not appear to care about Truffles.
The robot genuinely is acting as if Truffles doesn't exist.
Well, you're currently handcuffed in a room. You're apparently not able to leave. So
Where the
maybe,
fuck are those two?
yeah, I'm gonna say George. Is it safe to say George has become suspicious by this point?
At
I'm
this
going to
point,
find these dickheads.
you have moved both of the oil tankers outside, and the pilots are currently latching them up to the vertebrates. Vlad and Nancy are still not here.
I'm going to find the other two. George, are you coming?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just so you know, you would have to walk around the building.
Yeah.
Yep.
The stairs are blown up.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do this.
I say George saunters in. Do we know where they went?
The one room that we didn't search.
There.
You can make
Well,
a-
actually, no. She checked out the room that I did technically go into.
Well, at this point, you don't know where they are. But there are still 3 rooms. So if you want to
Can I see any flashing red lights in the windows and the doors?
Not that you can see. Because
Okay.
the door leading to that room is a full door, like it's a solid door.
Okay.
George is going to... So there are 3 rooms?
Yep.
How is the cafeteria? Because now I'm trying not to metagame.
The medical room is open, as well as the rec room. But that one's a push door.
So the room they're in is the only one that's closed?
Yes. The medical room would have been closed as well, but Lucas opened it.
I'm going to say George does find it a bit odd, because obviously something has happened to them.
I mean, you can go in that room if you want.
Yeah. I'm going to say George wanders into the cafeteria. The cafeteria.
Lucas is following.
All right.
Does George see the Protectatron as he enters?
As soon as you open the door, you see Vlad and Nancy both looking at each other, both handcuffed, and you see a Protectatron just standing there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I take a shot at the Protectatron.
All
God
right.
damn it. I will say, as you pull up the gun, George looks at you disapprovingly.
Hey, John?
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, it's dead.
It's going to be very close to dead if it's not.
It's a Protectatron. These things are made of aluminum and hope.
Okay, so first 2 dice are 40 damage.
It's dead.
It's okay.
That is 2 XP.
Nice.
So as soon as
I start scrapping it for parts.
all right. To let you know, George, as soon as you entered the room, it didn't react. As soon as Lucas entered the room, it started moving towards you, and before it could even say anything, Lucas pulled up his gun, fired, and just blew its head clean off.
George is actively kind of annoyed at Lucas.
What? It's a bucket, and not the fun, good kind like you.
Compliment aside, it wasn't going to do us any harm. I could have just convinced the damn thing to back off.
They have weapons. It's not smart. It was gonna fire.
Did it have weapons, Lucas?
Vlad looks over to Lucas and holds up his handcuffs.
Did it have weapons?
I mean, to my knowledge, they do. The ones in the compound did. Yes, that is a military installation.
Your super secret military compound.
Shut up.
Surely, this one in a random cafeteria is going to be armed with miniguns and nuke launchers.
Vlad does hold up one of his fingers.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, before I don't think you guys could hear me.
No, I didn't.
Nope.
I just assumed you were being quiet. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I was like, Nancy. Oh, okay. Doesn't work now.
I'm not just imagining that entire time you trying to interject. I was just not knowing. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's the freaking phone.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say, Nancy. When George specifically says, we could have just tried to, talk the damn thing down. Nancy just being like, I tried that. I tried so hard.
George looks at Nancy. Yes, but you're a flesh bag.
Does it work better for you?
It's 50-50. Sometimes I can convince them to lay off. Other times I crack their skull domes and harvest their brains.
I thought for a second he might think like you, but I don't think he did.
Oh no, they're incredibly dumb.
I dodged him for a while. Right, Vlad?
Well, sure.
I'll get
Dodged
you in a
him 3
moment.
times.
Give me just a sec. I continue trying to loot the thing.
All right. At your mention of it didn't have weapons. Well, it did have a taser.
Oh. Yeah, it seems likely. This must have been a police officer one.
Where did it hurt you, Vlad?
It's worn off by now.
Vlad? I'm a medic.
Oh, it was just a minor electric shock. I will say George is actively going to try and get them both undone with his single arm.
I feel like this is a bad idea, George.
I can handle it.
I'm taking the taser.
I mean, the taser isn't really a physics. It's the taser is literally inside of its brain.
How about you just use the laser pistol you gave me? It's over here, and she kind of gestures to where it is.
Or we can not melt your wrists, and I can pick you out of those easily.
That's no fun, though.
So,
George puts away the double mag.
Yes.
Oh, I see. We aren't having fun.
inside the Protectatron,
Yes.
you find 15 fusion cells.
Cool.
A vacuum tube, and you can salvage some steel if you would like.
How much steel?
You could get roughly about 10.
Cool. Why is that red?
Gotta
Real
highlight it.
quick.
Yeah.
Does Nancy know about the value of old money?
No, not in the slightest.
All right, I'm gonna go over to Nancy. I'm gonna pick her handcuffs.
All right. George and Lucas. I don't know what to do for George. Lucas, agility roll.
Okay. 15. Nope, 16. Sorry.
16. After fiddling around with Nancy's handcuffs for a moment, they come undone and both her wrists are free.
Thanks, man.
George, I guess strength check.
Okay. What the fuck am I looking at? God.
What are you talking about?
It's a thing on Tumblr. I don't think I have any way to send it to you. It is the stuff of nightmares. I will reblog it so I can show you guys at a later date. Alright, I'm rolling strength.
Yep.
Oh,
you just want to get it off, right?
Yep, that is a flat 15.
Okay.
Plus, I think he has at least +1 strength. Maybe not. Nope. Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at Lucas. Never mind. Still no.
So,
Lucas and George are skinny motherfuckers.
with your strength alone, with one hand, you grab onto the cuffs. You start yanking at them. Vlad starts lurching forward, going, ah! And you manage to just tear them off of them.
Ow.
There is a very clear red mark around both of his wrists.
George kind of looks at Vlad. I'm sorry.
No, I guess it's okay. Medic!
I got it.
Don't let me. Don't let me. Don't worry. I'll heal your pain with this large needle.
Just stab him in the eye with a stim pack.
Jeez.
He just screams for a solid 30 seconds as you watch the red marks go away. The stim pack just falls out of his eye and he immediately looks like, oh, hey, that's much better.
I can see better.
I feel great.
That's exactly. It's just an immediate change in emotion.
Alright. So what would you like to do?
Can I help Vlad?
You can.
Help him with his Indian burns.
There's not much yourself you can do.
His hands and sulfuric acid.
You have the gauze if you would like to use that, or the.
Yes, please.
Oh my god.
All right. I'll say with one gauze alone, you could tear it in half and wrap it easily around both of Vlad's wrists.
Sounds good. She's gonna do that. And while she's doing that, she's just gonna casually mention, so, I found some weird papers in some lockers.
Fun.
Yeah, she pulls one of the pre-war monies out. They look like this. Do you guys know what they are?
They're sort of valuable.
Really? What are they?
Yes. Back in the old, George kind of trails off looking into the sky. Old days. That was what people paid for things with. Now we just use bottle caps for some fucking reason.
Oh, I found some bottles too. She pulls out Nuka-Cola.
I'm sure some fleshies would appreciate that.
Fuck you. Also,
Nancy knows what they are. Does Nancy know what Nuka-Cola is?
Did you hear me?
No.
Okay. I guess it's more to Nancy. I said fuck you to George and then asked Nancy, can I have one?
Nancy gives him one.
Okay.
Also, I feel like Nancy should know what Nuka-Cola is.
You would know what Nuka-Cola is. It's
okay.
Like a soda beverage.
It's very common.
Yeah.
Like, they produced just an absolute excess of it before the war.
So there's enough to where somewhere along the line you would have run into it.
And supposedly, there's a factory in New Vegas that's still making it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's probably not going to run out anytime soon.
Also, she's gonna turn to Vlad. Oh, and I found you some chocolate. You want some chocolate?
Chocolate? I remember when they first invented chocolate.
No, you don't. You're not that old, George.
Shut up, a man can dream.
I-
Let a boy dream.
I was about to say, I almost bought that.
Vlad
See,
quietly
she wouldn't have
takes the
known.
chocolate with a slight, little nod and thank you. Aww.
You're welcome.
That's cute. George shoots
And-
blood and
I despise cute.
That's
I'll
cute.
keep my thigh.
Also, I have a death wish. Timothy will come for me.
let him come. Why am I just imagining George as fucking Kratos?
Jesus. Also, as Nancy hands Vlad the chocolate, she kind of says, little guiltily, looking away, and I'm sorry I said we should split up. I'm sorry if I called you scared cat or anything.
It's
I was
fine.
just teasing. I didn't actually think anything would happen. But next time we'll stay together. Sound cool?
Well, so long as next time you get tased, we're cool.
And as long as next time you listen to me when I say don't shoot the thing, we're cool.
What?
Last time when he shot the freaking thing.
Going
God.
to shoot the Mirelurk.
He was going
Yeah.
to. Then you shot
He-
him. You made him shoot orange.
You
Didn't
So-
George?
better.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, George got hit by that bullet. Of course he fucking did. I should have mentioned that when we were talking about how George is so badly injured. The number of times he's been shot by his team members does not help that situation.
Is there anything Nancy can do for George?
I mean, his health is fine.
For right now, the only thing you could do is maybe use a gauze or probably both of the gauzes on his arm to kind of not really reattach it, but more just have it hanging instead of he has to carry it.
Gotcha. Hey, George.
Yeah?
Sit.
He looks at you and holds the severed arm outstretched in front of him, palm first, so it just kind of the palm just kind of covers your face, and George just goes, "Shh, little one." Shh. he slings the arm over his shoulder again.
Nancy grabs him by the coat and forces him to sit.
Now, I have plans, Nancy.
What did he say? I have what?
Plans.
I have plans, Nancy.
Yeah, probably stupid ones. Love you, but they're probably stupid.
No, I don't know you tried to reason with it. Oh, no, I do, because you said you tried to convince it to not arrest you. That's the one who tried to convince a pre-recorded bot to...
I didn't say I wasn't stupid.
Alright, at least she's honest.
If I want to put pneumatic servos in this severed arm, you won't stop me. George actively tries to dodge roll out of the area.
Dark Souls roll out.
Nancy's gonna freaking run after him if he succeeds.
I am absolutely rolling for this. My face.
So am I.
7.
George and Nancy, roll agility.
I rolled a 7. So George,
I got a 19, bitch.
George tries to roll from a sitting position. What happens?
I got a 19 as well, by the way.
So,
You got a 7.
Yeah.
as George is sitting there, he proclaims, "You'll never catch me!" Dial rolls away. Nancy leisurely walks around him, puts her hand on his shoulder, and just sits him down.
Did I miss something? When did
Look at me, George.
When did Nancy get into femdom?
George looks at Nancy with an
Femdom.
George
it's
looks
just like, is that like dominatrix stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. George looks at Nancy with an indignant look in his eyes. He says nothing.
Look at me, George. Look at me. I am the medic now. I am the medic now. I put the gauze on you, yes? Yes.
No.
Not too much.
George would like to roll strength.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
George would like to roll strength to whap her over the head with his arm and then run.
What?
Alright, Nancy, would you like
That's
to...
necessary.
Would you
I
like to
rolled.
avoid or take it?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What happens if I take it?
Take damage.
I would love to dodge that, please.
Alright,
Oh,
agility
you
roll.
succeed. I rolled an 8.
I got an 18 plus 3 is 21.
For fuck's sake. Why is this happening?
It's justice.
So George goes to swing at Nancy with his arm. She moves out of the way, but it is just long enough for George to make a mad dash. If he would like to.
Okay. God, a 7. He tripped.
Nancy, would you like to try and stop him?
Can I just say he trips? Like he runs like 3 feet, slips on a patch of like moss, and just fucking face.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I got 15 total.
As George gets up, sprints towards the door, his foot catches on a very loose bit of wire on the ground. He trips, flails his arms.
Arm.
Oh no! Because if he's flailing one, he's flailing the other because he's holding it.
Falls flat on his face. Nancy, what would you like to do?
Can I just say during all this, I'm just sipping my Nuka-Cola?
Vlad's eating his chocolate.
Oh, Vlad's not eating.
Just watching.
He's just watching.
He's just... Nancy's gonna calmly stride over, put a foot on his back, lean real close, and
Going
just
all
say,
in with this dominatrix shit.
"Listen."
Oh boy.
Leans real close and just says,
Mistress.
"Now, are you?"
Matt,
Jesus
stop.
Christ!
Enough.
In another life, leans real close and just says, "Now, are you gonna stay still and not hurt yourself anymore to make my job harder?"
George wiggles
Or what?
relentlessly and proclaims, "Nah!"
Permission to smack the George. She turns to Lucas.
Think I give a fuck?
Vlad pipes up. As team leader, I'm against this.
Can I lightly smack him? Just up the side of the head.
I lean towards Vlad and I kind of like whisper to him real quiet, like it's like, do we let her?
I mean, I want to, but I want to be a good leader.
Yeah.
Can Nancy hear this?
We're being real quiet.
Yeah, we're like whispering. And you've got a screaming, flailing George under you.
I'm just gonna say Nancy smacks him up the side of the head anyway.
Roll strength.
Sit down, you big baby.
Do I have to roll to save?
If you would like to.
I rolled a 2.
Nancy, roll strength.
Wait, me?
Yep.
You have to beat a 2.
15 total.
I don't think you made it.
You whack George on the back of his head. George, make an endurance saving throw.
Okay. 13 flat.
Alright. Yeah, you just feel a thump on the back of your head.
I felt that!
What do you say?
I felt that.
Good.
You know I can't feel pain.
John, I unholster my energy pistol and shoot the wall next to them.
Okay.
Why?
You had your fun. Let's fucking go.
Wait,
Really?
I need to gauze him! Can I just quickly gauze him, John? Do I have to roll anything?
If he's struggling, yes.
Oh, he rolled another 7.
Roll agility. Nancy.
14 plus 3 is 17.
Oh my fucking god.
Alright. So, Nancy, just with all of her weight, sits on top of George and forcefully rips the arm out of his hands and shoves it where it used to be and just starts rapping.
It won't even work!
What do you say?
That won't even work.
It'll work for now. And be thankful I'm not putting this over your mouth.
That wouldn't work either.
No!
No, but it would make me fil better.
The mouth is just for show. He'd still be able to talk.
At this point, Vlad walks out of the room.
He's done.
See, go with Vlad. The vertebrates are over by that big door that we were trying to open.
But I highly recommend before we leave, we go through some lockers, because I found some goods in there, and there might be more Nuka-Cola.
We're not leaving Vlad alone. Just come on.
Why do I have to follow him?
We're all going. I'm just gonna help George stand the fuck up.
George isn't going anywhere. I'm sitting on top of him.
I am a strong, independent George who needs no help.
Oh, shush you.
We need to get back to the Archway.
Oh, for fuck's sake, George rolled a 7 to try and push her off. He fails miserably.
But the Nuka-Cola.
John, I'm rolling strength to pick Nancy up off of George.
Alright.
No, you ain't touching me. The second she starts to see that he would, she's just like, nope, I'm out.
All right.
I am not being carried.
Nancy, roll agility. Yes, is that what she needs to roll? I'm sorry, John.
No, that would be an agility roll.
Okay.
You want to try to avoid...
Oh, hello, kitty.
Okay.
So Lucas
Are you kidding me? Now I do a poor... She's...
I already rolled. I know what I rolled.
I got
Nancy,
a
what'd you
fucking
roll?
2.
You got 2?
I got a
Oh, yeah,
fucking
you're
2.
up. I natural 20.
Alright.
Put
Lucas.
me down.
Walking by effortlessly, scoops Nancy up off of George, picks her up over his shoulder, like like a sack of potatoes, essentially. As he's walking by, steps on George and leaves.
No, I don't step on George. I lean down towards George with the K-bar, cut the gauze, and tell George, pick your damn arm up.
I
hate you!
Right.
Nancy is furious.
Nancy,
I hate you! All that effort! You wasted supplies!
You wasted supplies by trying to reattach a robot's arm with linen!
Why'd you have to be so effing stubborn?
Because it wasn't going to work!
I could try! You let me be helpful!
You were a medic! George is a machine!
We need a mechanic for George.
But you could lose your arm!
He's not going to lose it. We have a bag of holding style backpack.
He's only carrying it around for amusement.
So you're down 2 gauze.
We're out of gauze.
As Nancy is carried away, she looks in
Kicking and
George's
screaming.
direction, and she sees in white letters above George's head, George will remember this.
Nancy just glares George down. And
Lucas
gives him
sees
the
the corner
2
of
fingers
his eye.
to her.
After Lucas picks up Nancy and cuts the gauze, he sees in the corner of his eye, George approves. Nancy severely disliked that.
Yep.
As Vlad opens the door and is leaving, above his head he sees, Clementine will remember this.
Where's Clementine? Add her to the party immediately.
Confused and scared.
Nancy kicking and screaming. Just
Alright.
not enjoying this. Put me down.
I drop her off the side of myself.
Oof. She brushes herself off and just kind of looks at him. Please don't manhandle me again.
Come on, kid.
Ugh,
I was the one being manhandled first!
you deserve it!
At this point,
He was injured.
it's at this point, the 3 of you hear the vertebrates starting to take off.
Oh shit.
I run.
Alright.
George also runs.
Does Nancy run?
Yes.
Alright. Truffles runs along with them. As you're running outside, you see 2 of the vertebrates have already lifted up one of the tankers and are flying, presumably back to the Arkwing.
Mm.
Inside of one of the vertebrates, the one in the front, the door to it has slid open, and you see Charles hysterically laughing his ass off and pointing down at all 3 of you.
Where's Vlad?
As you're running outside, you see the other 2 vertebrates. They've started up, but they're still on the ground. The pilots have winched the oil tankers together, so when they take off, it'll take off.
Mm.
Vlad and Sam are just standing by one of the vertebrates.
I hop in the vertibird.
Alright.
George, indignant. Does George see Sam in either of them?
Sam and Vlad are in the front one. The back one is currently empty.
George will get in the one that Sam and Vlad are in.
Okay. That one can hold 1 more person.
Nancy's going.
Alright.
I will roll agility to run to it first.
No, I roll agility.
Are we really going to continue this?
Nancy and Lucas, roll agility.
Hey! Roll high, Nancy.
What'd you say?
Roll high.
18 plus 3?
20 plus 3.
Alright.
Fuck!
So, as George makes it to the vertibird, he turns around to see a dead sprinting Lucas and Nancy. Nancy is just slightly behind Lucas. George, I will say, there is enough time to slam and lock the door.
I will say George specifically does it with his severed arm.
Alright. Lucas and Nancy, as you're running towards the vertibird, you see George standing there as the door slowly closes.
That bastard.
Wait, so he locked me out too?
Yep. Both of you are outside.
I didn't realize it was locking both of them out.
See, I think me and Mike had the thought that he had enough time after I jumped in to shut it and lock it.
There's enough time to close it, lock it, so neither of you can get in. There's gonna be a fight if Lucas gets on first, because Nancy's right behind him. Lagging behind, but right behind him.
I mean, a natural 20, though.
I will say George sees the coming storm and just locks
Alright,
them
fine.
out.
Fine. When I see him start to close that, I just go for the other vertibird.
Nancy just kind of shouts, "Damn it!" and then follows Lucas.
Alright.
With Truffles in tow. Because she will pick up her baby and save him. Yes.
Alright. So, the two vertibirds start picking up. They lift off the ground, and you see the oil tanker below you starts getting dragged slowly closer to like the bottom of the vertibirds, just so it doesn't fly around and really like blow in the wind as they fly.
Good.
As you are starting to head towards the Arcwing, which at this point is southwest, I believe, Sam looks up to George. Where are we going?
George triumphantly points in the direction of the Arcwing. Of course, with the severed arm. We are off to the Arcwing.
But what about my friend and the other three in cages?
George stiffens and turns towards Sam. Cages?
Yeah, you know, where they keep the bad kids.
Oh no.
George leans down and looks at Sam. He puts one hand
Don't you dare.
on Sam's shoulder, not the severed one.
Okay.
He looks Sam dead in the eyes. Remember how I said I don't think your friends are very nice people?
Yeah.
I think your friends are slavers.
They're not slavers. They're slavers.
They're slavers, Sam.
But
Those
they were nice to
kids
me.
in cage, they are selling those kids.
But we're leaving them.
Where are they?
They're about a 10-minute walk from here.
George calls out to the pilot, "Bring us down for a second."
You hear from the cockpit, "What do you mean, bring it down?"
I have business to take care of.
So do I!
You can keep going, but I'm off.
You hear an audible sigh as he radios into the other vertibird pilot. Lucas and Nancy, have you been riding in silence or not?
I'm saving the rest of my Nuka-Cola.
Okay.
I imagine him just like one leg crossed over the other.
Oh yeah, sassy as fuck. One of my arms like rested over the back of the seats.
Yep.
Jesus. Nancy's, grooming or not grooming. She's, just petting Truffles and telling him what a good boy he is.
Alright. Over the radio, both of you hear, "Yeah, we're setting her down." You hear your pilot go, "What? Why?" And there's just a small little back and forth between both pilots, and ever slowly but surely, both vertebrates start descending.
What's happening?
It's probably got something to do with that kid.
Ooh, gonna kill his friends.
I don't know.
I
down the rest of the Nuka-Cola. John, how many rads do I take?
You take 5 rads.
Cool.
Lucas.
Yes.
I will tell you. Right now, your hands feel hot.
They feel hot?
Yep.
Like unbearably, or just they feel hot?
Just a little toasty.
Okay.
It's as if you had a fever, but in your hands.
Huh.
Alright. As soon as the vertebrates set down, they set down the oil tanker first, fly a little bit to the right of it, and set the vertebrates down. Right now, even though it was only like a 2-3 minute vertebrate ride, you're still a little distance away. Like
Can we
it's
see the
still
arc
in
wing?
range. No, you're not close to the arc wing.
No.
I'm talking about the oil refinery.
Okay.
Like you can still see it. It's still a good jog away, but you did go a distance.
George looks at Sam, offers his severed arm. Point to where your friends are.
Can I not?
Do you want those kids to stay in the cages, Sam?
No. Can I not use that? And you point to your arm.
Fair.
He points at this point northeast.
All right. George, so are all the vertebrates carrying tankers, or
2 vertebrates can carry 1 tanker. You had 4 vertebrates. 2 of them are on the way back to the arc wing. Your 2 are landed here.
Okay. All right. George is going to look at his pilot, then look at Sam. Bring this back to the arc wing. We will radio in our coordinates for pickup when we are done.
The pilot sighs a little bit. You have an hour. If you're not back in an hour, I'm leaving.
I was implying you should leave. Take the takers. Come back.
And I'm implying I'm being nice.
Fair enough. George hops out of the vertibird, kind of gently puts his hand on the floor of the vertibird in front of Sam. Hold on to that for me. And George begins walking in the direction Sam pointed.
Yeah, I mean, we're landed. Lucas is out. He's following along.
All right, I'm glad he hopped out too. Sam has left your arm in the vertibird, and he jumped out.
Does George see this?
Yeah, he's doing it in front of you.
George looks at Sam. Kid? George kind of kneels down to be face to face with him.
Yeah?
I'm not going to mince words here, kid. I am not going to do very nice things to your friends when I get to them, if they really are slavers. And George kind of leans in. I haven't asked you. Do you know what I am?
You're a walking, talking piece of metal.
Technically. You see, I was built by slavers to be their slave. My entire purpose was to do their bidding. I don't like slavers.
Sam looks at you almost as if in a new light, looks back to the vertibird, looks a little downtrodden, but he slowly climbs back on.
Does Nancy see all this?
Yeah, if you popped out.
Nancy's gonna go over to Sam. Hey, kid.
Yeah?
You want a chocolate bar?
What's chocolate?
She smiles brightly. Let me show you this amazing thing that you can eat, and it's probably the best thing in the world. She opens up one of the bars and gives it to him.
Okay. He takes a bite of it. I don't like it much.
That's okay. It's not for everybody. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. You want a Nuka-Cola instead?
What's a Nuka-Cola?
It's this awesome soda thing, and she pulls out a Nuka-Cola.
You know, John, are you just gonna have him hate everything?
He's a slave, Michael!
Here. She hands him the Nuka-Cola. And if you don't like it, I'm sure somebody else will like it. So, yeah, give it a shot. We're gonna go kill those guys now. See ya!
I will say George does quickly walk up to Sam, and he leans up close. I'm going to do something for you, kid. Something I wouldn't do for anyone else. If you want me to leave them alive, I will.
Are they bad men?
I'm fairly certain they are. How bad, I'll decide when I get there. But you said there were others who didn't live?
Yeah.
How did they die?
Oh, well, they were leading our whole group, like our whole settlement, and they told the adults to go one way, and they told the kids to follow us, and then we just didn't see the adults again.
George's eyes harden. They are very bad people.
Oh.
Nancy nods in agreement.
Can you just save the other kids?
Oh, I intend to.
Okay. He takes the Nuka-Cola and just somberly sits down.
I'll be back for you, kid. I'll get your friends. Your real ones. Not these. George turns around. As he turns around, he says, somewhat louder so Sam can hear him, "You won't have to deal with people like that ever again."
Be careful, George.
I will. George kind of pauses, then keeps walking.
Okay. So you're walking in the direction he pointed?
Yep.
Okay.
Would we be able to call it here?
If you want, sure.
Yeah, and Marina did say 9:30.
Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. I just
It's
have
okay.
my last final tomorrow.
I got
Good
work
luck.
tomorrow.
Thanks. And good luck.
I
at
have
work.
nothing.
No, you have a skit to do.
Ah, shit.
What's skit?
He wants me to be a shoutcaster in something he's doing.
I
Okay.
believe I'm something in there.
No, not anymore, you're not.
Not anymore. Oh, I've been replaced.
Yeah, you have.
Alright, I'll talk to y'all later.
Alright, good night, folks.
Bye-bye.
Good night.